A very good morning to everyone. Seems like so long ago since I was here. And good morning to Christina and Carol and Paul. And yes, I had a wonderful trip. I got to see my two grandchildren I haven't seen for 5 years. We were up there in March, but it wasn't the same as we spent a whole day playing Monopoly. And it was a wonderful experience hearing them laugh, enjoying, and my younger grandson, who's 11, is in that stage where don't touch my hands, no hugs. And by the end, he was shaking my hand, saying goodbye. It was just so cute. And then I saw my daughter, who I really haven't seen for quite a while, a few years. And she's bought a new house. And it was very interesting to me. And she hasn't even noticed it was very similar to the house that she was raised in. So we all, I would say, know how those things go, right? I go, Heather, you don't think this looks like where we all lived? Mom, I never thought of that. So, it's such a busy world out there. I don't think we stopped. We went from one to the other, 6 hour ride, and just kept going all day long. We had a beautiful Thanksgiving dinner. My daughter took us to, it was at up on a mountain, and they created a tent. They do special things. And the food, I have to tell you, was the most delicious um, Thanksgiving dinner I've ever had. Even though my mom and all of them were great cooks, it was just a unique thing. And you came in, they did like 5 seatings for the day. So you came, you went, and we moved on. We also found out about a couple restaurants that we found are not so far from here that the food was also very good. And I guess I sound like a foodie, but when you really, for a year or two, maybe a year and a half, have been eating very restrictive, it was a great experience for me. And I let myself try to stay to the guidelines, but to enjoy eating and feeling full. We went up and down where my grandchildren live, there's 3 flights of steps. And the last time we were there, I was not able to make it, which is a while ago. So my husband and I made up and down the steps twice, uh, on one day, then the next. So we were proud of ourselves and how we've changed and gotten stronger. So I hope everyone had something similar happening in their own lives because this is a new beginning as we're going into the golden age. So it doesn't mean we're getting old. It means that we are being uh, rejuvenated and becoming younger. And what I'm planning for, not just for this site, but I'm going to attempt to create like maybe what will be a newsletter at first on YouTube and maybe move into more of a magazine type thing talking about healing and all the different options and what's really going on out there in the world. That there's probably more people that don't think about it than you realize. So we'll see. Sometimes I have these ideas and they never manifest. I do feel like this was a strong one, and I got it while I was out in those beautiful mountains. And we came home over the mountains also. So very inspiring. Good morning, Marby and Barbara Ward. So I didn't forget today's message day. I did create a little bit of a probably releasing from all that good food. To be honest, I had a great big fever blister, but it's kind of healed itself. The body is always becoming every day more of a miracle to me. Okay, let's see who has what they want a message. Christina, Paul, if you would like a message, we just always have you need to ask for one, have permission from Mother to speak. And Barbara, my grandson plays soccer, and his desire is to be a huge soccer player. He's like 15. And so I was trying to show him how thought can create things. And I said, what's something you want to do that you can't? I don't know if how many of you know, he wants to take his foot and go all around the world, all around the ball. I said, well, can you imagine that in your mind? Yeah. He calls me Yaya. I can do that. I said, well, now try it. And he took his foot right around the world. He goes, how'd you do that? I said, I didn't do it. I just told you how to begin to use your thought. What you think manifests. And I just heard this morning, over the weekend, they had a big tournament, and him and his team all won all their games. So maybe he whispered it along. I don't know. I said, there's no reason to not be able to do anything. If you can think it, you can do it. So heads up to everyone who has something they want to do. So, okay, Paul, like a message. Yes, I will agree. There's been good, there's been bad, but it's all growing. There's a growth happening. You can feel it, you know. My daughter just put her father in a home, and that was all very disrupting to her. So I just worked with her and showed her all these various things, and now she feels good. There's always an answer. You all must need to understand. You're not stuck in however you're feeling. It's for growth. We're all here in this university, I like to call it. You may still be in high school if you want to be, but in this university of discovering how consciousness really works. And when in our beingness, we have 144,000 different patterns to heal before we reach mastership. So as those things pop up and need to be healed and evolved, there's the world open to you and how you can do that. And one's through thought, another's through sound, vibration, frequencies. And then there's basic just love. And there's the voice and talking, all kinds of ways. And it's powerful. And the more people allow themselves to get out of the box, and they're going to find the ease that comes when they tend to let go and let another avenue come in and embrace. So, messages from Mother. Yeah, I can feel that. Whatever that is in my throat coming up. So let me get another thing of water. It is what Jesus himself taught is the way of mastery. So sometimes I find myself, wow, how powerful must that have been for him, starting with his 12 disciples. And most of you know I teach from the TheoSophia, which is about him meeting with 11 of his disciples and how he taught them to become as they are and still continue to be. It isn't about whether you're alive or you're dead, you're you. And the energy of the consciousness of who you are will always thrive. We tend to forget that also. But what can I say? So let me bring Mother in here. And may I just take a sweet moment and wish you all a great Christmas, happiness in the new year, and I'm looking forward to what brings you to be your hopes and your desires and fulfillment. Truth, always churning within the energy of the heart. The voice, always being that which has no competition. It is what it is. And let the emotional level be quiet and feel strong in acceptance of each moment. And what is it meaning and speaking to you? What is that next step? Where are you going? Do you know? Do you have a desire? Do not make it a want. Let it be a wonderful desire to challenge you to move forward. So I wish all of you many blessings and remind you of the lotus of the white to come to be not only in your heart, but upon that crown chakra. When you begin to feel that truth within you, you will know more than you think there is to know. All right. So I think, Christina, you are first. It does feel good to all of us be together again, doesn't it? All right, so Christina. And right away, I see you're putting new shoes on. Whether they're real in the world or they're a choice from the soul. Walk this path differently. Walk this path, asking it to show you. Show me, Lord. Show me. Show me, angels. Take my hand, guide me. I think perhaps more than you realize you've been a lone star. Well, yes, you're aware of them. It is here I say to you, walk the path differently. Allow your heart to surrender and feel the love that's within you and all around you. Be at peace. And when you stop the thoughts that aren't of truth, you will feel a unique awareness and opening deep inside you. Many best blessings to you, Christina, on this upcoming new year. It all feels beautiful, wondrous. I'm seeing such beautiful colors that are going to be like a painting all around you. Perhaps contemplate the painting of your world, but not houses and buildings, but of life and energy and how you're producing it in and about you. Many blessings, Christina. All right, and good morning, Carol and Paul. I'm going to go here now because I know you put it in below. Okay. I see you, Paul, in a deep growth. Growth, there is nothing you can do to stop it. It is why each of you have born yourself into the earth plane, for there was yet that one more little toothpick that had to be touched, that had to be relieved. Welcome the turbulence. Welcome the intensity. But take time for you, Paul, and sit in that peace of harmony within meditation. And as it shows itself, let it move right by. Do not give it energy. This is how you learn to surrender, to observe something and not empower it, to do or to not to do, to have you feel or not to feel. Become the observer, I believe, is the answer I want to wish for you today. Yes, life is moving. It is not about stopping it, but it is about observing it and then making choices from this within your heart about what is for you. Not all of it will be. Some of it perhaps is your truth, and you need to embrace it with love. Love is what God's light is. It is healing. So as you go to heal within yourself, awaken your heart to a deeper level of understanding. Many blessings to you, Paul. What's upcoming, and not just this month, but in the new year, is exciting. Most likely that which you can't even contemplate yet. We shall see. Many blessings to you. All right. Good, Barbara Ward. As I said, I have a little cold. I'm sorry. All right, Barbara. I stand there with you once again in my clothing of an Indian mother, long braids down my back. The sun sits above me, and I turn to come forward to where you are sitting. And I call the wind to blow and to move through you, not around you, but through you. And I call for the rain to come down around you, to purify that where the wind has moved into a new place. And then I ask for fire to come and burn away that which is no longer of you, which has been in the past and what you think you needed. And all along it was a hindrance. So let's let the fire starlight blaze, blaze, blaze through you and bring you to a new awakening. And let your arms and your hands let go of that which no longer serve you. And now I look to your legs and your feet and see the strength that perhaps you're not aware of, for they've walked many miles, many steps, always choosing to have heart open. So together, let's take this moment, Barbara, and love you. All of you who are here with me on this site in this moment, let's send Barbara the love of self. Thank you for your help, Barbara. Walk this world in the love. Blessings. All right. Marby. Marby would like a message. It's very interesting. I see a piano. And now I see myself looking at the keys of the piano. And while each one makes a sound, a frequency of a different note, played in the right configuration creates a melody. I want you to know, Marby, that you live life many times in a melody. And again, my vision takes me back to the piano. And I want you to understand the simplicity of embracing and finding the clear note that is there for you here today. I believe it is the note E of the throat. So your message today is your sound, your voice. So now we all know you are filled with love. And now it is to be through the voice. You speak about it, for it, to it, for others. It's time now to become comfortable. Sit in meditation if there is uncomfortability. And call in your guardian angel who's around you and your higher self, and they will support you on this journey. I am for you. Sing with your voice, please talk. I do. Din, din, din. Very good. Blessings on your holidays, Marby. All right. Lauren. Hello, did you miss me? Oh, you're always busy. You know, there are people who are not busy, are not fulfilling in their life. But this is not true for you. I wish to guide you to a different thought process. That the love you send to me, you send to you. And if you do, that will change your way and change your day. You are a beautiful soul. But you tend to have things you keep yourself so busy with you cannot see it. Your soul lies deep within your heart. And you need to sit. It's asked me if it's 4 hours, and I say, perhaps. We're each different in how long it takes to really touch the depth of the beautiful love we hold within ourselves. I say to you, all you request and all that you speak of is always held deep within you. But you must sit in quiet and allow it not be the voice. Sit with it, allow it, and listen. Many blessings to you, Lauren. And thank you for your hugs, Barbie. I got a lot of those in my journey. It was wonderful. So Barbara says, thank you, Mother TheoSophia, for bringing through that deep purification from the 4 elements and the love of all you have sent to me. I'm very grateful. You're very welcome. Well, hello. Country Boy Archaeology. Good morning. Thank you for coming. We're always more than welcome to have anyone come and join us. Today is Tuesday. We're doing messages from Mother. So if you would like a message, or if you just want to listen, it's both fine. But if you would like one, just write and ask. All right? And that brings us at the bottom of our list for the moment. So, does anyone else have a question? So I'm hearing that, did I do any spiritual work while I was away? And the answer is, Certainly, I always do my own spiritual work. My husband and I both have a harmony and all that. But you're welcome, Lauren. Um, Around the boys, it was interesting. I went to talk about prayer and I really quickly got, don't talk about that here. And I'm like, to me, that's saying, don't talk about you and what's true. But interesting, I let it go. Douglas and I spoke about it. For us, that's raising a child in the dark and not letting them know. Now, Chance knows better. When he lived with us for about a year, his dad and him, I would have classes and he would sit and listen and watch. But at the same time, his dad has decided he's not to be spiritual. So, see Val. I'd love a message, please, about my children and the new consciousness. All right. And where are you from? See Val. It's always curious to know where people are coming from. Little children are like sponges. They want to know everything. Because we already know it's all about believing. Vancouver Island, Canada. How beautiful. All right. Well, it's exciting what's coming to me, but your location, I'm understanding that's why I asked. You're on the cusp of what's coming in. You know, spirit tends to come up that corner, that west side of the United States, and then comes down through the mountains. So, in one way, you best know than we do because you've already received. That's which will eventually come here. The new consciousness is a deeper awareness of the light and God within your life and how to evolve and to make it become that which is truth. Also, your children, the word prayer keeps coming to me. But again, this is a decision for parents. But even just a good night prayer, knowing, Jesus loves me. Yes, I know. I was raised with that. And look where that got me. And I'm sure other people, they were talking about the 50s. Recently on the trip, we listened to the 50 music and thought, oh, how wonderful it would be if the children of today could really listen. It's not about terrible things, it's about love. So I say to you about your children, I would do all you can to let them know there's love out there. It's not so many bad things, and not let that intrude into their life. Because I was never taught that. And a lot of people I know, we used to call it the sheltered life. And yet, as you grow and you have a standing of that love inside your heart, you understand that those things can't really impinge upon you because you're so much light and love. So embrace your children. They're very profound. They're going to become very good adults that are very kind and loving, which is what our world needs today. All right. Dr. Tim, always welcome. I want to call it Tim, but it's Dr. TM. I always make the mistake. So let me reach out to Babaji here. He's kind of behind me. And the word he brings you is to meditate. And it's about clearing the field. And that's what meditation does, with his techniques at least. And he's wanting, again, he's repeating, meditate, meditate, meditate. Allow that time to be a growth for you, and it will never be wasted, for it will last forever. And meditate, meditate, meditate. That's your message from Master Babaji, and I would probably say that's true to everyone here. Okay, hope that works for you, Dr. TM. And C. Val, thanks so much for the lovely message. You're very welcome. You know, I do a lot of just sharing and talking about love. But it's time, I believe, the world wake up, and that's the main essence of who we all are. And no matter how long and ancient ago there was love. Yes, they too had wars. But that's not what I'm talking about. It's the core energy of the godliness of whatever experience of life there was love. Then here we are, a process of that whole thing. So as this consciousness is growing, let's all become more the love we are. Yeah. Thank you, Dr. TM. Babaji brings me to tears a lot. Let me get out of his way. He's very profound. And he's probably taking your hand when he does that. And don't be surprised if one of these times we're talking and you visualize him there in your room, because it does happen. All right. Very good, Dr. TM. Thank you for coming. Tara Alexandria. What a beautiful name. How lovely you are. Thank you. What are these messages you are giving about? I am channeling Mother, and as they ask for a message, they receive a message from Mother God. Yes. Mm-hmm. So if you would like one, you just need to post saying, I would like a message, and I will give you one. It's to honor the will of the soul, and that I just don't go in and share with whomever and whatever it is. It's about honoring who you are. But I am a master teacher. I do a lot of mentoring, helping people understand new consciousness coming. I have a healing school. I've been doing this now 40 some years. So I do sessions. Some people do mentoring for like half a year at a time. All right. Well, there is a Father God also. But in my own growth, the first level I hit was to become a mother. And that's been maybe 6-7 years ago. So it's relatively easy, if it looks easy, to bring Mother in. There is an office. There are offices in the spiritual world. And there are many, many women and men who have become the essence of Mother and can hold that energy. So, yes, there is one major mother who happened to be who I got to work with me. But there are many that are spending their energy to help support, awaken the love of Mother in their hearts and to the world. Very important. All right, so you would like a message. It's funny because Babaji's counterpart is Lady Tara. And you're blessed with her name. That's very powerful. I don't know if you were aware of that. Lady Tara was born from the tear of Kuan Yin and happened and developed to heal suffering. Okay? Yes, well, the two of them together are quite a hoot. They're very familiar for me. That's why I can make it lighthearted. All right, so let's ask Mother to bring a message here to Lady Tara. It's with a wondrous grace that I am honored to be able to speak with you. Mother, more than you can understand, is around you. And she's touching your right hand. Mother energy is heart of the body. Mother energy is love. There are no circumstances that can stand between Mother and the love and the individual who stands before them. And that in itself is a gift. To be able to stand and love all souls, no matter what they may be chirping or singing or saying, that they are all a part of her and God. So on this day, as she touches your hand, she welcomes you, child. I'm grateful for your awareness of my existence. For one day, there'll be a uniting, and you will understand more than you understand now, that I am alive within you, as I am alive within every soul. And the love shall pour bountifully through you and become a voice of truth, of acceptance and honor. Many blessings to you, Tara. And that's what I'm spouting about. Excuse me, one more minute. Yes, thank you to all the new people who are coming today. It's wonderful. And Marby always gives me all those beautiful hearts. You're welcome at Marby. So, Country Boy Archaeology, if you want a message, just write and ask. I see that one always up here. But we're glad to have you here. If you come just to listen, you might have something that speaks to you in the right space, and you'll remember it. So, this month of December, let it be light. Let it be not difficult. Christ was born. Much to say about that. Perhaps in another time. But let's know this year, Christ, if he isn't within your heart, will be born today and tomorrow and the next day, all within your heart. For he is a bringer of that greatest love. Tara says that brought her many tears of joy. Thank you. You pronounced my name correctly. That is a rarity. Thank you. Well, when I hear people say it the other way, it makes me go, ugh. So I get it. I get it. You're Tara. I can't even think to say it now the other way, but because the gift of Lady Tara. You might want to read about that. All right. So, yes, so let's have December be a very loving month for each and every one of us. Instead of reacting, choose to observe from love first. That's our goal today. How's that? Instead of reacting humanly, we're going to perceive from our heart of love and see what we may discover from doing that. Because it'll become a different world, one you've been in all along, but have never chosen to stop and look. All right? So I'm going to go take something, kind of drink to make my voice feel better. And I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, here's someone new, Katin. I'm hoping I say your name correctly. Katin, do you have a question? We're getting just ready to close, but it's fine. I'll take one more. Today is message day. Seaval. Thank you, Seaval. Thank you very much. You have a beautiful day, too. So if you would like a message, Katin, you just need to write that you would like a message. And I thank you for showing up. It's quite wonderful today. I don't know where people are coming from, but I love it. So what you can do, Katin, yes, you said it correctly, and I can't think of anything right now, but thank you. All right. Well, all right, I'll do as I always say. I won't give a reading if I haven't been asked, but I wish for you to contemplate coming back to our community. Tomorrow I will channel. I have no idea beforehand, and perhaps you'll enjoy that also at 11 o'clock tomorrow. Paul, responding rather than reacting. Isn't that fascinating? Thank you for the clarity on allowing and observing from the love and acceptance of the Divine Mother. Yeah, my husband is one of the most powerful Divine Mother you would ever meet. And people are always taken because he's such a 6-foot tall man, but he has the heart of Mother, and it's profound. So contemplate it. Is there anything that sticks out in your mind right now before you leave? And when I see your name, not knowing you, they show me a path and your feet walking on it and then deviating. So I don't know if that's you, but our heart would love if you find a way, discover what it is that's leading you off. And what you do, and you'll be able to then find what it is in the path that will resolve that. Or you can ask me next Tuesday when we do messages. Maybe you'll find it tomorrow if you come at 11. It's all very interesting. Maybe you want to know more about what the path is. So that could one day be your question. And I'm going to keep talking. The path is the choice in coming into this human world that each individual has before them that they choose, by Lord, to evolve by discovering what's inside of those 144,000 patterns that are just dying to get healed into love and doing the work. So that's what the path is. Realizing that there's issues, delving inside, loving them instead of allowing them the freedom to create havoc in your world. It doesn't need to be that way anymore. All right? Very good. I'm a little late. I'm going to go. But certainly love talking with you, sharing with everyone. And remember, no matter whose message I speak, it's for everyone. There is no level restriction. This is if you need something else that was said today, go ahead, make use of it. Help work yourself on your path. All right? I'll say the same thing, Lauren. Much love to everybody. It's so great to be back. And can't wait to talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.